Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm Lacey.
We just got done with round 2. We were playing on table 1. I was playing Circle with Chromac, and you were also playing Circle with Chromac.
Chromac versus Chromac.
Yep. I won with the control point victory, and what is it, highlights? Highlights were when my stalker teleported in and almost wrecked 2 heavies in one turn with all the buffs up.
He wrecked my stalker versus stalker, and then did a lot of damage to Megalith via Chromac. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything else? That's
not a whole lot. Yeah. It was a good game though.
Yep.
Circle versus Circle was fun.
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, round 2, table, what were we, 6, 4, 2?
2.
Round 2, table 2?
Yes.
All right. So I was playing Fiona again, and
I was playing Pete Kane.
Yep. It was one of the radial scenarios where you had to control the flag, but in order to control the flag, you had to contest the zone on the opponent's other edge of the board, and that proved to be just a little too far away from my Horgenhold Forge Guard to run across the center. That didn't work so well. Yeah, both of the 2 lists I brought would have been kind of a tough matchup. At least with this list, I had some ranged weapons to shoot back with, whereas with my McBain list, it was pretty much all melee, so I would have really had to run at the guns with nothing to do except take the fire, so.
Yeah, there was a gun line right there in front of you.
Yeah, that was kind of tough. Big open space in the center. A lot of snipe being thrown around the table, critical brutal damage, stuff like that. And then PK's feet pretty much.
Yeah, destroyed every infantry.
Yeah.
That's what he does with his feet.
Yeah, so that was kind of tough. In spite of that, I was able to put some damage on PK at the end. Was able to put Telgesh Mark on a knocked down, or a toughed troll, but who was up, who then channeled the spell Soulfire onto Kane, hit it, but boosted damage wasn't enough to. We only did about half damage to Kane, so.
Yes, about half.
Yeah, so 7 boxes.
Scary.
Yeah, it was say la vie. It was, at least got to put some damage on him, so I wasn't totally defeated, but definitely got brutalized that game.
That Thunderstrike is brutal.
Yeah, at the end you did the Thunderstrike. Fiona got knocked down twice. Once with Rocinante getting slammed over, and then that same troll that was the used as an arc node, that got slammed over too. So.
But your feat was nasty too.
That feat that saved me from getting killed a turn earlier when she was surrounded by gun mages and they were all having to roll 1 less die for attack and damage roll, so that helped out a lot too. But other than that, I felt like it was an uphill game on that one.
Right.
That was kind of tough, but it was a good game nonetheless.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All right. Yeah, definitely good game.
Alright, so round 2, table 3. I'm Mike Smith, play Kador, and I played Strakoff this time.
Okay, I'm Paul from Santa Barbara Wargaming. I played Menoth, and I brought the Harbinger of Menoth. So let's see. Highlights. You played a Tier 4 Strakoff list.
Yep.
You had 3 minimum assault commandos. What'd you have? You had the Spriggan, the Devastator, Strakoff, and the War Dog, and some support units here and there. I brought Harbinger, I brought the Vessel of Judgment, because it's in every list that I've been playing this today. The Avatar, the Reckoner, Zealots, and the Choir and the Vassal, some support there. So overall the game was pretty tough. We played Radial Scenario, we played Destruction, which is literally there's a zone in front of you and you're trying to contest your opponent's zone while controlling the flag on your opponent's side. Pretty much.
My goal was to go for the objectives. I thought I'd try and overwhelm them with the amount of troops that I had. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to kill enough to get any of the control points. And then Strakoff went bold and moved up to get rid of some things in the way of the Spriggan to kill the Vessel of Judgment, which the Spriggan brought it to 1 box. The Widowmakers finally killed it, but Strakoff didn't move far enough away from the Avatar. So, and then he moved the Avatar and put Strakoff into the dirt.
The round before, actually, that's the reason why I was trying to kill the Vessels, because I did 13 points of damage. I actually purified his occultation, which surprised me, even I had purification. So 13 points onto Strakoff, and then he had looped around, and the Avatar pivoted into him, and a roll later, the Avatar had taken out Strakoff. Overall, it was tough, because you had a lot of infantry, and you had a lot of board control, and so his flag, all he had to do was control the flag, and so he was very close to controlling the flag, and just contesting the zone. It was easy. You just send in, they're fire immune, so I didn't even pop my feet. Most of his models are fire immune. And then beyond that, it was hard once you started getting the Harbingers. It was harder to hit her. The Reckoner did, and the Avatar did a good job soaking up the heavy hitters from the Warjacks. So no one, I don't think none of the Warjacks died. It was just simply Strakoff was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, he tends to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, so, but good game.
Good game.
Yeah.
Great.
Alright, round 2, table 4. I'm Lance.
Christian.
This is Christian, both from Santa Barbara Wargaming. We're playing a diversion scenario.
That's really hard scenario.
It was a fun scenario. Circle against Highborn Covenants, Ashlyn against Balder.
E-Balder, yeah.
I remembered his name. I'm getting better.
Yay!
It was a really fun game.
Really, really hard.
Both of us went towards the middle. He was doing the whole cloud and stone wall effect. I was bringing quite a bit of range against him. Second turn in, I popped my feet.
After I had popped mine.
After he had popped his.
So he was able to hit me pretty easily.
Yeah, I actually
wiped out a bunch of my guys.
With Ashlyn's roulette feat, I was able to land a lot of hits. The Halberdiers and Steelhead Heavy Cavalry were serving me really well. They wiped out pretty much
almost
his entire unit of Skinwalkers, save one.
Save one.
Which got taken out the next turn.
Yeah. And then you, let's see, what else did you do?
The Mule was doing a little bit, the Gun Mages were doing a little bit of shooting. You knocked back a couple of my Vanguards to contest the middle, but I was able to recover that ground pretty quickly. Took out a bunch of the Druids on the feet turn, and on the other half, on Christian's half of my feet turn, where he was being hampered on his attacks, the Wold Guardian, Wold Guardian walked up, tried to wreck my jacks, but couldn't land any hits. Thank you, Roulette.
I think he missed all of them.
Yeah, he missed all of them. I think really 5 attacks.
Brutal, yeah, 5 attacks.
And for posterity, on the attack side of the roulette feat, I had a heavy cavalier on the charge roll 4 1s.
Yes, that was
hilarious.
That was fantastic. That was probably awesome. The best dice roll of the night.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, it didn't matter in the end because you killed him.
It didn't. But it was still
really funny. Yeah, the Wold Guardian, I teleported him up so that he was in base-to-base, or not base-to-base, but he was in melee range of both Vanguards. I tried wailing on the one whose back arc I started in when I activated him. I don't know what to do on your feat turn. I just don't.
Yeah.
Ashland's feat is probably one of my favorite feats in the game.
It's definitely my favorite.
It's good because it lasts the whole round instead of just like affecting your opponent's turn or your turn.
But Christian's half of my turn was very, very difficult. He couldn't do a whole lot. On my half of the next turn, I killed the last Skinwalker, ran Stannis Brocker into the control zone so that I started scoring points for control of the flag.
So you got 1 control point.
1 control point.
Because your battle mages were controlling the flag.
The gun mages were controlling my banner.
Yep.
The Vanguards both tried to wail on his Wold Guardian. I think did a piddly amount of damage between the both of them.
They did. I think they did like 2.
Yeah, 2 damage between both of them.
Yeah.
I had admonition on Ashlyn. Said you play like you got a pair. Charged the Wold Guardian with her.
Did all but 2.
Could not kill it.
So close. 2 damage. I think you rolled an 18 for damage once.
Yes, I did, which was the counter to the 4 1s.
It was dice minus 9, but still, that's 9.
With a weapon master charging and multiple attacks, it did a number on it, but couldn't kill it.
Yep.
On his turn, I was feeling pretty good about it. I was expecting to win on points or just get through the round. The Wold Guardian, Christian laughingly suggested at the end of the turn, don't even worry about those last 2 points. He can't hit her anyway.
That's true. And then I went and checked the Druid's spell Medicate, which I had originally thought said that could not heal constructs on the card, but it doesn't say that. It says friendly war beasts. So the ruling on the field by the PG was that they could in fact heal the construct. We're going to double check the rules for constructs to see whether or not that's true. But the Druids activated, healed the Wold Guardian, who then boosted a melee attack, rolled a 12 and needed an 11, knocked Ashland down, and then it was just a matter of rolling 4 dice. So
which was the game.
Which was the game. It was really close.
That was a fun game.
So far, my game's been awesome. So that's great. I mean, I love playing against Lance anyway. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Nate. This is round 2 of the CCC. We played on table 8. I played Kador with the P. Irisk.
I played Protector Dominoth with P. Severis.
The scenario was one of those radial scenarios.
Yeah,
I forget which one it is.
Control the other zone. No, contest the other zone and control the flag. It was weird.
It barely came into the play at the end for us. But in any case, So the game started off decently well. I thought I popped my feet first, which you never want to do, but I thought it was an opportune moment for it.
It helped.
It helped a lot. I rolled a lot of tough rolls. A lot of my infantry stayed alive. So it really it was a good turn for me. The Great Bears destroyed.
Pretty much wrecked the Reckoner. Wrecked the Reckoner.
They wrecked quite a bit.
However, luckily he had 4 boxes left afterwards, and I got a couple hits in with him afterwards. It was sort of useful.
You slugged it out a little bit.
It was
afterwards.
Still there. That's all it was. It was there. It blocked some lines. It kind of sat there. I felt it was good.
I had the Winter Guard on one flank, and they were engaged basically the whole game with the Exemplars errants. And on the other flank, I had my Kayazi, which got lit up pretty bad by
ashes to ashes. However, I could have done a lot more if I hit the second one.
Yeah, well, you missed a couple times on that. You engaged your arc node and then missed on what did you need?
I missed both attack rolls when I needed sixes. Missed both attack rolls to kill one guy. Had to ancillary attack to kill him. Then I could arc node out.
But then the ashes to ashes, the initial one missed, right?
The first one hit and the second one missed. I think. One of the two. So I ashes to ashes twice. Would have probably taken out more than 2/3 of them, but instead took out about half.
So the game ended basically a couple turns later. I had moved Irisk up, I think, a little bit too far, not thinking about Severus' feet.
Yes.
And he feeded, and I didn't regain focus. He lit me on fire, and that was
basically
the beginning
you had
of the
no
end.
focus, and all you had left was your caster, your jack, and like 6 models.
Right.
Which was really kind of a wasted turn on your turn mostly.
It was okay. I mean, I salvaged what I could. I ended up getting a point on scenario.
Got a control point.
Got a control point, and thought, okay, well, if I can somehow survive this next turn, I can probably get another control point and pull it out.
Then on the next turn, I finished what I did earlier, and I vanquished a shot on the Black Ivan, blasted onto Irisk. And those 2 blasts in the fire roll.
That was it. At the end of the game, my biggest regret is on the very first turn, or was it the first? It was the second
because it was
the second turn. My Winter Guard, I foolishly activated them before Kovnik Joe to go up against the errants.
Couldn't get the bonus to attack.
And I needed 9s to hit, and with Kovnik Joe boosted the rolls, I would have been hitting and taking out a lot of those errants. And instead, I hit none of them and did nothing. And they were tough, but whatever. I could have, if I would wipe that unit off, I think earlier.
Oh, that would have let you actually move into my jack.
I would have moved up against the flank, started shooting combined range attacks into the jacks, and maybe it could have gone
a lot of damage.
But you know, that's what it says. You know, a lot of times that first mistake is what really decides the game.
It happens. Sounds good.
Yeah, good game.
Alright, round number 2, table number 9. I'm Aaron Cook, PG Watchtower. I play Retribution of Syra, and I played Ron.
And I'm Tom. I'm from Bakersfield, Team Paladin. I was playing Scorn with Primal Makeda.
Pretty much I rolled like an asshole to win it. It was a huge grind fest. I got a few Force Hammers off. He was grinding me down with Defender Ward, Catrati, and then I rolled really well my Vengeance attacks on my Sentinels, cleared out his Catrati. That allowed me to charge Malakarn, finish him. My Phoenix had 1 box left, which was ridiculously lucky. Force hammered my Phoenix, needed an 8 to hit, rolled it, knocked over Makeda. Avoided the free strike from a beast handler on my assassin, rolled well on the damage, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, Aaron played real well. I screwed myself in several earlier rounds just with placement. I never even remembered to pop my feet throughout the game.
Yeah, so, it was.
That's how it came down.
Yep,
Nice.
Great game.
Alright, so this was the round 2 battle report. My name's Tayson. I was playing Trolls, and I had Borka again in the same list.
Anthony, representing Vandenberg. I was fielding P. Fiora, the same as I did last time.
And so I ended up going first. Same old, Trolls jam up the board, Iron Flesh the Fen Blades, and get ready for his counter run.
Forgot to feed. Knights charged in. I think I killed 2 Fen Blades.
2 or 3, yeah, enough to give me some nice vengeances.
Yeah. The Vessel did a couple points of damage to the Stone Scribe at some point. I don't remember exactly how it works, but...
And then Fiora moved up. She only had 2 exemplars in front of her. Cleared those up. Borka popped his feet. Earthborn charged in and went smashy smashy.
Yep.
And that was about it.
It was a pretty quick game.
Yes, it was. But it was a good game. Thank you.
Good game.